So we got a 2010 Toyota RAV4 removing the factory head unit. What you first want to do is get a little trim remover, one of these things. You want to pop out from the bottom right there. Just want to stick it under, pop that out, and then take it to the side here. Kind of shimmy away. All right, go and put down the camera. Kind of just want to move it along and then take it out with two hands and unplug this. So once again, once you get this off, you want to unplug the warning lights right there, and you have another plug on that side as well. Now we got both the trim pieces off. Once again, you want to use one of these because reduces the chance of scratching your trim or breaking it, but you can always just use a flathead screwdriver. Now, look back there, you have two bolts, one on the top, one on the bottom, two on both sides. You just want to go and unscrew those. All right, so it was a 10mm bolt. Use one of these setups. Use one of these with a little extender. Get back there. Once I got them loose, then just hand loosen them. And then now what you want to do is just kind of grab both sides of this, two hands, kind of wiggle and pull out. And I kind of already did it off camera. And once you have this, and you have the factory head unit out, and you have your antenna and a couple of plugs you got to undo, and the entire system will be out. So once again, just undo those plugs. You have the entire factory head unit out. And you see on the plugs, those little tabs, you kind of push those down and then kind of wiggle them out. And now you have the entire factory unit loose. All right, so got the factory head unit out. Now what I'm doing is I'm gonna choose the first installation method. Here I got the bracket, attached all 4 screws. Now what I'm gonna do is go ahead and grab this. I'm gonna feed it through that little insert and then screw on the top these 2 little bolts to this bracket. Now that I've got everything all screwed on, got this fed through, now what I'm going to do is go back to the factory head unit, take this, I'm going to go and take this bracket off the side, the stock bracket, unscrew that. I'm going to line it up and put it on here, and I'll show you what that looks like. But first, I'm going to take this off. 4 little Phillips, should be nice and easy. So we took the bracket off the head unit, slapped it on here, took 2 of the OEM bolts, kind of lined it up with 2 ports right here. Now we got this on. Now what we're going to do next is grab our harness, and we're going to start matching cables to the OEM plugs and also hooking it up to our sound system. So we got our 3 plugs. So this middle one goes to that middle one right here. That's the focus. That middle one left of the blue. Then this bigger white one will go to this blue one over here. And this one here, this one will go to this one all the way to the left. So I'm going to hook those up and then come back. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these red and white cables, auxiliary in R, auxiliary in L, attach to this white adapter, attach to the blue plug OEM. I'm going to take these 2 cables, I'm going to plug them in to these red and white inserts right here. I already took off the caps that go to it. And then once I'm done with that, then we're going to hook up the main power to the head unit. As well, if you want a mic, which I'll set up in a minute, plug in right there. As well, it comes with 2 USBs that you can plug in there as well. CarPlay, charge your phone, all that good stuff. But for connecting the actual head unit, now what you want to do is with your factory setup, you have these little yellow clips. I already took one off, but kind of what you want to do is just pry under it and just lift it off. And then you take the little yellow thing and you snap that on to your new head unit, so it all connects nice and easy. Once you take those off, these little white and yellow pieces, you slap them on your new head unit. I use this little tool right here. It's a little trim tool, but pretty much use anything to pry it off. Use a key, use something random. Make sure you don't break them. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hook up a mic, kind of run it through, find a place to put it. Actually, take that back. I'm gonna hook this up, make sure everything works. I plugged everything around all correct. Make sure this thing fires up all nice and neat, and then I'll get back to setting stuff up. So what I did is took that nice colorful cord, hooked it up to the screen, made sure everything fired on and all that. And now what I'm gonna do is kind of take everything back out, hook up a mic, hook up a USB, and then put everything back together. I'll show you the process. So with the microphone, I went and kind of just slid the cable under that little trim. What I'm gonna do now is just run it, and just plug it in, nice and easy. Now I'm gonna attempt to hook up this USB, so there's another way to charge your phone without plugging something into the cigarette lighter. Oh, I actually messed up earlier. You just want to take the factory radio wire and plug that in there, unhook that, leave that blue thing plugged in because I believe that controls the radio from the head unit. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and take this USB cable, plug it in there, and then run it down through the side there. So it should pop out somewhere down below here. All right, so plug that USB in. I ran it down through the side, and now I got it hanging out here. Probably gonna use some double-sided tape, just tape it to the wall there. Now what I'm gonna do is plug back in the screen, make sure everything works properly, then put everything back together and we should be done. Everything still worked. Now what I'm gonna do is take these 4 factory bolts and just hook this thing back up into the OEM spots. Right there, right here, down below back there, and then once again down below there. You got all 4 bolts connected. Now I'm just gonna hook this screen back up, push everything in, snap back on those trim pieces, plug them back in, and then fire everything back up. What we're gonna do is go and fire up the car and see it start. So look at that first boot. Nice and easy, all simple. Maps on there. Really like how fast it is. Most CarPlay units are pretty slow. I'm gonna go and connect my device with CarPlay and Bluetooth. So to connect CarPlay, press apps here, go all the way to Z-Link, click on CarPlay. It'll show you all that good stuff.
When you first push in the clutch, that's the moment. That's when you really notice just how different it feels. Unreal. Whoa, it's like having gold. Told you you'd be impressed, didn't I? No, it goes way beyond that. This blows me away. How'd you manage to get a hold of something like this? I just can't believe you got this for the 8.6. That's amazing. Yeah, me either. Haven't felt this excited in a while.
You can leave it up to me to never